Hey,
All right, go ahead.
good morning and welcome to another edition of Coffee with Tom and Joanne. I'm Joanne Toronto.
And I'm Tom Matthews. And today I am pleased to welcome our guest speaker, Derrick Brown, who is a local handyman and one of our favorites for the Concord area. And Derrick's going to be talking to us today about one of his great tools that he used to help homeowners manage water. So welcome, Derrick.
Hey, Derrick.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Yeah, I thought I'd take a few moments to discuss one of the things that everybody should have, but nobody wants or thinks about, which is an interesting problem. Tools for a smart home. These could be automatic or programmable thermostats that, again, just about every home might have nowadays.
Yeah, those are super cool.
Yeah. It could be sensors connected to fire alarms that automatically dispatch fire. It could be programmable lights. Again, stuff that's been around a little while.
Yeah.
But beyond that, there's other tools that aren't talked about a whole lot that are gaining some ground.
Yeah.
And they're water sensors. Now, these things are typically powered with a watch battery. So they last for months or more at a time in terms of the
they're
battery.
wireless. Yeah.
They're wireless. They can connect to apps for your mobile device. They can connect through a device that you will find in some homes where they're kind of up on technology a little more than others. There's a technology called a smart hub. And what a smart hub is, if you consider like your internet router, for example, it's kind of like that. Form factor is about the same size, but what they are is kind of like a Swiss Army knife for wireless communication.
Okay.
They talk Z-Wave, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, they talk all kinds of languages, so you don't have to learn them.
Okay. So a lot of different tools could connect to one place wirelessly over various technologies.
Correct. So I could set up a home, for example, where I put programmable thermostats in because they're a seasonal use home.
Right.
And in the cold months when they're not there because they're in Florida, somebody needs to keep an eye on the heat. Okay. Now you could pay somebody to go there every week.
That's a lot.
They do. That's the process.
Yeah.
Or you can have a thermostat that communicates through wireless means to a mobile device that you can actually set temperature ranges to say, I want to know if the temperature ever goes below 60. Now that could be
that would give you time in cold weather, right?
Yeah. So you'll have people say, well, if I set my house at 55, I'll have my temperature alarm set for 40. Well, the thermostat's job is to tell you to stay at 55. If it doesn't, something's wrong. If you wait till the house is at 40, it's been out for a while.
Right.
It's not going to happen when everybody's busy and awake.
Right.
So I want to know if something's wrong right now.
Yeah.
Because it gives me time to dispatch the right service provider.
Right.
Okay. Cool. Inexpensive, can be a major time and money saver if something's wrong, especially when it comes to things freezing.
So you can go into people's houses and set up these types of devices.
Correct.
And then they can have, better control over what's happening in their house.
Correct.
And it's fairly inexpensive, correct? I mean, that's
very inexpensive. These things right here, for example, these water sensors that I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
You can buy these for as little as $20 a piece.
Wow.
You can get really fancy and get ones for $100, but they both do the very same thing.
Yeah.
So these are part of Simply Safe's alarm system.
Okay, I've heard of
They're really cheap and incredibly easy to install.
Yeah. Where would you put them?
Okay. I look for, I define my water leak possibilities by urgency. Not that all water leaks shouldn't be addressed, but some are, oh my gosh, right now.
Yep.
Or I'd better get to that soon.
Sure.
A pipe under a sink.
Yeah.
Probably should be addressed sooner than later, but generally not I'll call a barn burner. But a dishwasher. Water is always live there. If something lets go, seconds later, you've got tens of thousands of dollars of damage.
Oh, yeah.
Washing machine.
Washing machine, yep.
Hot water heater.
Hot water heater.
Okay. So what I've done here, and in some cases, customers' homes, I have the Simply Safe units notifying their mobile device, hey, there's a leak here. So it's identified when you install it. It's in the laundry room. So it says, hey, laundry room's got a leak.
Oh, okay.
Right? Or dishwasher's got a leak. There's other sensors that I have. Smart Things is another good example. That's a company with Samsung. That these sensors all talk universal languages, okay? So I can set them up, and in the cases of what I call the barn burner style water leak, like water heater, dishwasher, or washing machine. Oh, okay. Excuse me for that. I have them set up not only to notify me, but if they ever see a trick to say there's a water leak, it automatically shuts off the main to the house.
Wow.
So in seconds, by the time I've got the notification, the water's already been shut off.
Smart.
That's great.
I mean, that's less than $100.
Wow.
Think of the homeowner's insurance possibilities with that.
Yeah.
I know. It's amazing because I have to say, as a homeowner myself, I feel like I'm fairly savvy when it comes to, using smart devices. But to be honest with you, I'm very overwhelmed with how many options there are. And it's great that there's somebody like you that, we can refer out to our clients or call ourselves to come over and say, hey, this is how you can safeguard your house. Because I think everybody thinks about this maybe only when they go on vacation.
Correct.
And, there might be better options out there for just, monitoring on the regular and then having somebody like you connected to it. Yeah.
It's not hard.
Very easy.
Awesome.
Well, I know it sounds like it's hard, but it's great that it's easy and that you can do this for people.
Yeah, and again, any user, if they can talk on one of these, they can control it.
That's amazing.
That's cool.
So that's kind of been a new area for me. That's been a lot of fun. I experiment on my own house a lot before I dare mention it elsewhere, because I want to see where the shortcomings are. And it works well. It's bulletproof.
Awesome. Awesome, Derrick. Well, thank you for sharing that today with our audience with Coffee with Tom and Joanne. So, Derrick,
how can people contact you if they want to get some handyman services?
Well, two ways. One is by email, which is dbhpservices@gmail. And the other, which I actually prefer in this day and age of communication, is the telephone.
Right.
Which is 978-729-2288.
Excellent. Thank you, Derrick, for joining us today. Thank you for joining Coffee with Tom and Joanne. I'm Tom Matthews.
And I'm Joanne Toronto. We'll see you next time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you to Derrick Brown. Cheers.
Take care. Bye-bye.